How did it feel to be back yesterday?
Yeah, it felt great. Felt good to be back out there and not in rehab, and pulled up pretty well, and just good to have general soreness after a game and not something specific. So pulled up well and was good to be back.
I took you no reservations. You were getting in there down and dirty as well. I saw you there wrestling with the ball at ground level in packs and whatever. So you just felt totally confident with everything.
Yeah, I think having a full pre-season definitely helps with having confidence in your body, and I think compared to last year where I was trying to get back and probably just chasing time to come back as quick as I could, whereas this pre-season I've just done every drill and ready to crack in, and after last year I was just excited to get out there and wanted to get the footy.
Just having a look at last season, it would have been tough for you to get through last year after the setbacks you've had?
Yeah, it was tough, but I think I'm in a better place now for it. A lot of players go through injuries and they just probably don't have 2 reconstructions in a row, but I think I'm definitely in good stead for it now, and after a full pre-season ready to hopefully launch into 2018.
As you would have realised through pre-season, there's been a lot of talk about Nick Nat, but after yesterday with Nathan and yourself, are you saying to us, hey, if Nick can't get there for round 1, we can carry it?
Well, hopefully, yeah. I mean, no one really knows what's going to happen with Nick. I think he might play in JLT too. But Vards and myself have been smashing each other in training all summer, so we're definitely both putting our hands up for that position. And if Nick's not there, then hopefully we can keep playing like we did yesterday together.
Are you feeling any pressure from Nathan Vardy?
Oh, I think all pre-season we've been working really well together, and I think there's been some sessions where he's gone on top of me, and there's been some sessions where I've gone on top of him. So I think it's only going to make us two play better, and I think this summer we've probably pushed each other to a whole new level in terms of both of our football. So I think, it's definitely healthy competition.
What more do you want to get out of this pre-season personally?
Just confidence in my body, bit of match fitness, and just get ready for the season. Hopefully play consecutive games in the year, and just no injuries.
So Scotty, the shoulder's been strengthened. You feel confident now in the shoulder because it was popping out quite regularly, wasn't it?
Yeah, I feel confident now.
What have they done to rectify it, to make it stronger for you?
Obviously, you go through all the process of rehab and in the gym, getting it strong, and I think I was quite strong, but I probably just didn't have that confidence, and that'll come with the more I play, and I think yesterday was a step in the right direction for my confidence.
Will you play both the Scratchy and the JLT Derby?
As far as I know, I think so. I'm not sure what will happen with training loads and that sort of thing, but I'm pretty sure I'm ready to go.
As a team, how do you approach those? Do you take either more seriously than the other?
Well, I think yesterday the boys took it pretty seriously, the game. I think everyone was really cracking in and having a go. So I can't see why we wouldn't be doing that, getting ready for the season and setting ourselves up.
It's got yesterday the callers were saying that for a pre-season game it was pretty willing. Is that the way you saw it? There was a bit of feeling in there.
Yeah, definitely. I think Port might have still had something in the back of their mind from last year in the finals, and we kind of had that confidence playing against Port. So it was a good contest, and I think both teams will be pretty sore today, but we'll benefit from it in the season, I think.
The fact that you pinched another one from them, pick their pocket if you like, does that give you the psychological edge over them going into the season proper?
Possibly. I think it's only a pre-season game, and they didn't play full strength side, we didn't play full strength side, so I think we got minutes into the players that we wanted to, and so did they. So it's a step in the right direction for the season.
If Nick is right for round 1, do you feel it'd be the next best ruckman out of you and Nathan who gets picked for that backup spot?
Oh, it's a tough question. I think depends on really where Nick's at. Like how much time is he going to play in the ruck, or how much time is he going to play forward or on the bench, and how Vards and myself is going. So these pre-season games will probably give us an indication of that. But I'm excited, and I think Vards is as well, and ready for the challenge.
Simo gave you a pump up in the presser after the game yesterday. Do you feel like you're ahead of Vards at the moment for that number 2 spot?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'll probably leave that up to you guys and the coaches to decide. But I'm giving myself the best opportunity I can. I've trained well over the pre-season and got the confidence back in my body, and I think hopefully just play a few more games and be consistent, and hopefully I should be in the team. Hopefully.
Pretty good challenge against Paddy Ryder yesterday, but then Sandy could be coming up in the next 2 games, so that's really good lead-in for you as well.
Yeah, I was actually talking to one of the boys about that this morning at breakfast, saying that coming up against Paddy Wright, All-Australian last year, and Sandilands probably the toughest ruckman to play against. And the pre-season, hopefully, should set me up for a good year and going up against a couple of the best ruckmen in the comp. And yeah, big challenge.
What's it like playing the Dockers 2 weeks in a row, Scotty?
Well, I haven't played them yet. I think it should be good. Not travelling and all that kind of thing in the JLT series, and I think we travelled pretty far last year in the pre-season. But yeah, I think should hopefully be a good indication of what it's going to be like for when we play at the new stadium as well. See some of the younger players, and it's going to be exciting.
Scott, the AFL's investigating some racist comments that were made yesterday. How does that make you feel, and do you have a sort of stance on stamping that sort of thing out?
Yeah, it's obviously disappointing. I think there's no place for it at footy, and even in general anywhere really. So quite disappointing that happened, but I'm sure the AFL will go about the right protocols and hopefully stamp it out for good.
What goals have you set yourself personally for the season ahead?
Just get through a whole season, hopefully, get some confidence in my body, and play hopefully every game for the year. I mean, every guy on a list wants to be playing at the highest level, and week in, week out, and that's what I'm going to set myself to do.
It's been a long time since you've had an extended run playing wise. How far behind are you in terms of regaining your touch and whatnot?
Well, I think I played one game yesterday, and then last year I played one game as well. So might take a few weeks, but I think yesterday was a step in the right direction.
Have you changed much over that period in terms of technique or anything like that while you were?
Not much. I think I just need to focus on the parts of my game which make me a good player. So my aggression and marking and things like that. So I just need to keep focusing on that, and hopefully it'll come.
What did you make of Robbie Gray's knock on McGowan? He's just been handed a 1-game suspension.
I only saw it. I was behind the play when it happened, but can't really comment on it too much. But I think he's okay, and can't really comment on it too much.
So, did any of the newbies make an impression on you yesterday under game situation?
Yeah, I thought Braden Ainsworth was really good, and also Brendan Archie before he went off with his ankle. But yeah, I think they both impressed me. But I've seen them at training, and I'm not surprised at how they went at all. I think they've been training quite well, and hopefully they both get a crack during the season.
And you mentioned Nick Nat's on track for JLT2. Has he been talking that up? Is that some match he wants to return?
As far as I know, yeah. I played against him during the week in some match sim and stuff, and his touch is pretty good. So I think he needs to get out there and get some match fitness and confidence in his body like myself. So I think everyone's pretty excited to see him get out there, and I know he's itching to get out there as well.
You would have trained against him a lot over the years. Is he any different? There's a lot of fans fearing that maybe he won't be the same player when he returns. What's it like when you were rucking against him in training?
You could definitely see all the signs were there of the player that he was when he was at his best. So I'm confident that he can get back to it, and it might take a bit of time. I think people need to be patient because I think people expect him to be at his best straight away because he is Nick Nat, but he's human, and I think just like anyone, I think it's going to take a bit of time for him to get confidence, and I'm sure he can do that because he's at his best. He's a great player.